Guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please make sure that you make the things happen so you can get notified every time I drop new content. And oh my god, happy new year, I guess, because it's been a long while since I had these setups. And yeah, man, I hope you all had like a great kickstart getting into the new year, because I know I did. This is why this is actually proof. But yeah, man, I think I did say this on my previous video. I did say that I have not been on ASE because I said I'm gonna address it. I did not say why, but then yeah, I have not been here because of like creative block. This always happens, man. And I think this is because like I plan stuff ahead, like in terms of like feuds, who's gonna drop the title, you know, what am I planning for pay-per-views, who's going to advantage point, completion, and all that stuff. So it always happens. I always like get like a creative block. And the other thing is, I think I said this. I'm not sure if I said this or I just like recorded it but never put it up. But yeah, man, it's just one of those things where it's like a lot of views that I set, or let me just say a lot of stuff that I said 2026 had to end 2026. So that's why it was like a bit hard for me to be consistent when it comes to content, because like I'm starting like new feuds, I'm starting like new storylines and all of that stuff. So yeah, man, but we are back with an ASE and it's looking crazy. Like this year is gonna bang. I have a good feeling about this year. There's gonna be a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff I wrote down and it's just gonna unfold. So we're recording for EYE2EYE 2027, and I think this is the first pay-per-view I'm recording for. Yeah, the last pay-per-view was like 4 months. Oh my god. So it's EYE2EYE 2027, which is odd because I never record for EYE2EYE. But yeah, man, it's EYE2EYE 2027, and I was supposed to put this up I think last week Thursday or something, but I did not, simply because I just remembered, simply because I did not create the poster, and I said like 3 days trying to create the poster. I don't normally like take long when I create posters, but with this one I felt like, yeah, I needed to sit on this. I always try to be innovative with like EYE2EYE, simply because of the whole concept. It's giving me like face-to-face concept in terms of like what I'm trying to do with like the posters. I'm not sure if you saw like the previous poster, but then I try to be innovative with especially like this pay-per-view, and this is like by far my favorite poster, you know. So we are off to a good start. So without wasting any time, man, let's get to it. There's so many things I need to explain. There's so many views that I put up. So so I'm not sure if I'm gonna put the poster up or I'm just gonna go through these, but then this is what we have. We're gonna start with Mustafa Veisi versus Penn in a fatal mistake ladder match qualifier. The following pay-per-view is gonna be Fatal Mistake, which I hope I'm gonna record. This is where like I normally have like, it's a pay-per-view that I started like the previous year, where I normally have like a ladder match main event, then the winner gets like to headline Dissension, one of the biggest pay-per-views in ASE hybrid, right? We have Mustafa Veisi and Penn in a qualifier match. It's gonna be no disqualification. We have Brook versus Corbyn in a Domina Cell match. We're gonna have Shawn Estrada, Robinett defending their tag team titles against Colt, Brewer, and Fuego. This is the Defiance defending their titles against STARFIRE. Azul, Furia, Muhammed versus Gerard, Greiner, and Thanatos in the first count anywhere. Setup stipulation. We have Mayhew defending his AC Infinite Champion against Porter Jordan. I always thought it was Jordan Porter for some weird reason, but yeah. We're gonna have Brendan Judge for the main event. We're gonna have Brendan Judge. We're gonna have Jinbao defending his title against Brendan Judge and Alex White. So it's stacked. I think this is like, how many matches do I normally have? I'm trying to see something, because I feel like I'm trying to add more matches. Like last year's EYE2EYE was 100. Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 6 matches. I don't normally have a lot of matches for a normal pay-per-view, but then this should tell you that this one is different. So yeah, let's get into it. So the build for this one is not really like a lot of stuff going on. This is just the match I wanted to add because I felt like the pay-per-view was gonna be I felt like the pay-per-view was gonna be short. But I'm gonna read it anyway. Penn Wilson faces Mustafa Veisi in a fatal mistake ladder match, qualifier match. After complaining about the two-time national champion returning and skipping the line after his hiatus to challenge Mayhew for the ASE Infinite Championship. So what I haven't told you guys is that I released 5 superstars. I'm gonna try to put up like the news, the Bleed Today report. But I released 5 superstars, so I was running short on like people to feature on the pay-per-view card. So Mustafa Veisi basically returned. When did he return? Third week or yeah, he returned third week. He was cutting a promo basically challenging Mike Mayhew, but then Penn Wilson was kind of like pissed because he has been around for a very long time. He has never taken a break. Let me just say that he has never taken a break, and he's kind of like upset. He's kind of upset that people like Mustafa Veisi get to take a break, disappear for like a month or two, then they come back and go for the championship. You know, like that actually irritates him. You know, because he's been waiting on this opportunity for like forever, especially now that now that like the Cruiserweight Championship and the National Championship have been unified, right? So we have that. We have Brook versus Corbyn. So yeah, man. So what's basically happening here? It's simple. Corbyn feels like Brook needs like the Defiance in order to tap into the Grandmaster fighting in was it ECL, and this is kind of like a big deal. Because Brook has been losing a lot of feuds. Like ever since he came to ASE, has been featured on the world title picture a lot, and he has come close to winning the world championship a lot of times. He actually like won it once, but then it was short, you know, for other reasons. It was like during the feud he had with Brendan Judge or whatsoever. So he has come close to winning the world championship, but then it feels like he doesn't belong there, right? It feels like he doesn't belong there. And personally, I feel like Brook should be in the same conversation as Guada, Brendan Judge, Alex White, whatsoever. But he's not, you know. He has gotten like a lot of opportunities. Like it can even go here. I'm not sure if it's gonna show here. But then he's been featured in a lot of like prominent, big setups. And he's always like lost. Multiple times. So Corbyn like feels like Brook would be like would do good under the Defiance, because Corbyn just recently helped Spike Robinett and Shawn Estrada like get back their stuff, get their juice back, because same thing. Shawn Estrada debuted in ASE, had a crazy run with the national championship, with the Cruiserweight Championship, and you know, it became stale. You know, now like he's being featured more, you know, under the Defiance, right? And Spike Robinett, same thing. Spike Robinett was supposed to be a main event player until I'm not sure if it was 2023 or 2020 what, but then he had a feud with Troy Manning that was supposed to take him to the next level, right? He had a feud with Troy Manning that was basically going to determine if he fits in the world title picture, but then he lost the feud and nothing has happened since. So Corbyn has helped Shawn Estrada and Spike Robinett be featured more, get their juice back, because they've been on the road, they've been on the Advantage Point and all those stuff, you know, all those big pay-per-views and all that stuff, you know, crazy storylines, they found success and all that stuff. And Corbyn feels like if Brook gets in the Defiance, he's gonna go somewhere, he's gonna be a big star, you know, and because it's overdue. He's close to 3 million fans. He's supposed to be on the same level as Alex White or whatsoever. So it's one of those setups, right? This could be crazy, but then Brook joining the Defiance could be crazy, but then I'm just gonna read the important for storyline after. And we have Shawn Estrada and Spike Robinett versus Colt, Brewer and Fuego in a tag team match. There's no strong build actually here. So it's a ladder match for the tag team championship, right? The build here is not really strong. After picking up a win via DQ. After picking up a win at Gen 7 via DQ, Fuego and Colt finally get a second chance at the tag titles. There's just been back and forth between these teams. If you've been up as of like recent, I'm sure you've seen Corbyn with the Defiance going after Brook and STARFIRE, right? So that's what's basically happening here. It's not much. It's just that it's just like a rematch setup, but in a ladder match, right? So what you need to know is that Colt, Brewer, and Furia have picked up 2 wins against the Defiance after Gen 7, giving them enough momentum to go out as the new tag team champions, right? So the build to this Mayhew and Porter Jordan matchup is not a lot of stuff going on, but then I could tell you that it's pretty much intense. So it's pretty much intense because everything starts here, right? Everything starts here. I could say this match was cursed, man. It starts as Champions Night 2023. I could say this match was cursed because I remember setting this match up or going into this match. Greiner Judge was not working because the ASE universe was tired of him holding the championship a lot and being a part-timer. And they wanted, I think the ASE universe wanted like someone new to be in the world title picture. And these 3 guys, even though they were hot back then, they were not fit. Right, they were not fit because Mayhew won the world championship and he did not work as champion. A month later, after winning it, he dropped it to try Manning. It was supposed to last like a week or something like that, but then obviously like ASE Creative wanted him to make it to a pay-per-view at least, right? So this match was basically cursed because Mayhew lost the world championship a month later. Porter Jordan received a slow burn push because people did not were like okay, they were ready to press the button on him, but then after this it was like no, let's not do that. Same with Fuego. People were like okay, Fuego could be champion, but then after what happened here, I don't think we should even try. Let's just have Troy Manning hold the title. Let's just give the title to people we trust, okay? So yeah, man, it is. This match was cursed. It's cursed because like 2 people here haven't won the world championship since. Haven't won the world championship. Let me just say that they haven't won the world championship. Mayhew is still trying to redeem himself. Brennan Judge, I think he did not hold the world championship for how many years after this matchup, right? So I'm bringing this up because this is where it all starts. It all starts. Porter Jordan did not only come out to challenge Mayhew, but then he feels like he should be ASE Infinite because there's rumors going on that Mayhew is getting the push he is getting now simply because of what happened at Champions Night 2023. So yeah, it's that intense. Porter is instilling that mindset where it's like Mayhew thinks he's on top of the world, but then he does not know that he's given this push because ASE feels like they need to do something for him after what happened at Champions Night 2023. So it's that kind of thing going on here, and we have the main event. Jinpa defending his title against Brennan Judge and Alex White. I hope it's not long. Oh my god, it's long. But okay, this dates back to Gen 7 where Alex White and Brennan Judge faced each other in a contenders match for the World Championship. Brennan Judge picked up a win at Gen 7 and was set to face Jinpa at EYE2EYE 27 in a one-on-one match until Alex White tucked himself into a triple threat match the week after. Alex White challenged Brennan Judge in a rematch where if he won, he could be inserted in the World Championship match and turn the one-on-one match at EYE2EYE into a triple threat match. The executioner accepted the challenge, not knowing that Alex White would be assisted by Brennan Tech to bag his win later that night. This happened to be Alex White's master plan all along, as he tried to take Brennan Judge out of the out of the triple threat match multiple times in order for him to be the one who faces Jin Bao for the World Championship at EYE2EYE. So it's that simple, man. We're supposed to have Jin Bao versus Brennan Judge a rematch because I think they faced each other at Dissension, but then Brennan Judge was champion way back then. So we're supposed to get a rematch between Brennan Judge and Jin Bao, but then Alex White managed to, do some things, talk the talk, walk the walk, and he worked himself into a triple threat match for the World Championship. So yeah, man, that's how it's looking. So let's get into it. I'm just gonna read this after. So let's get into it. This is not what I was expecting. I already have I don't have. Man, I hate it when this happens. But then I completely understand. Penn Wilson is not good when it comes to hardcore matches. He's not good when it comes to hardcore matches. But then he has evolved, especially for core. He has evolved like big time. So I'm not that worried much. And yeah, man, Mustafa Veisi picks up the win. I did not write the finish, but then Mustafa Veisi picks up the win, and will be joining Manu Sevi in the fatal mistake ladder match. I'm still gonna book more qualifier matches because I think it has to have 6 superstars. Yeah, the ladder match has to have 6 superstars. So Mustafa Veisi and Manu Sevi are already logged in. It's gonna be stacked. I want it to bang. Important for storyline. Mustafa Veisi initially came to challenge Mayhew for the ASE Infinite Championship, but him entering the fatal mistake ladder match increases the chances of him going for the World Championship instead. Okay, yeah, that's what you need to know, because I've been wanting to push Mustafa Veisi, and I feel like getting an opportunity that could probably get him a World Championship match against Jin Bao, Brennan Judge, or Alex White. That would be cool for him. That would be a big thing for him, especially winning, getting an opportunity via the ladder match, instead of the battle royal or something like that. So that's that. This pay-per-view is not gonna be what I want it to be. Because it's 95. They're putting their bodies on the line and it's 95. Oh my god, the meanest. But I think, okay, I'm starting to pick up stuff. I'm starting to notice a lot of people are not good when it comes to what you call to no disqualification or stipulation matches that are like this. So that's one thing I'm learning. Aaron Brook. So makes sense. Important for storyline, Corbyn hopes that he knocked some sense into Aaron Brook and will be waiting for an answer after the pay-per-view. Okay, yeah, like I said, Corbyn wants Aaron Brook to get back his grit, and I think Corbyn beating Aaron Brook clean could be a thing. It could be a thing that that pushes Aaron Brook to be oh, Corbyn has gotten better. He might be right. Maybe I need some reassurance, or maybe I need the Defiance to help me tap into the person I need to be in ASE to be the top star whatsoever. So yeah, that's that. Oh my god, these matches are not banging, guys. Important for storyline, the Defiance retains. So important for storyline, the Defiance successfully defend their titles in an item retrieval, something they seem to be very good at. So I wrote this because Shawn, Estrada, and Robinett don't really have a lot of matches where they win via pin. So this is gonna be a habit of them getting away with stuff. This is gonna be a habit, them going for a ladder match, then a match where they can pin their opponents. So it's gonna work. It's gonna work against them at some point. Okay, that's that, I guess. Not much. These matches are not delivering. I feel this is gonna be the worst pay-per-view. I had a show that is better than a pay-per-view. Can have shows that weekly shows that are better than a pay-per-view. Weapons match not delivering. I did not write the important for storyline. Azul, Furia, and Muhammed are winning. What was I thinking? I don't know where I was going with this, but okay. I just recently like paired these guys up because I can see them working as a tag team, but I think that's gonna work for them like long term. And this is looking bad for Corbyn and Thanatos. I don't know what I was thinking with this one. I should have like worked the important for storyline, but then I feel like it makes Azul appear strong, and Muhammed, it gives Muhammed like the momentum he needs to be the guy he needs to be under the corporate ladder, because when he joined the corporate ladder, he was presented as this unstoppable force. So I feel like this is like one of like the setups that will make him like unstoppable, and will probably like lead to a proper Muhammed versus Thanatos feud. And as for Azul, Furia and Greiner, I think this is where it ends. I can see it continuing at the completion battle royal when like one of them eliminates each other or something like that. But then I think this is where it ends. It was not meant for. I feel like this feud was not meant to be long term. Yeah, I think this is where I was going. That's where I was going. This feud was not supposed to be long term. So it doesn't really hurt both people. I feel like it doesn't really. Why am I saying both people? It doesn't hurt both sides. So this is good. I don't know how I feel, but then yeah, I think this is how I put an end to stuff. I believe that when I set this result, I did not want to go back to his feet, because this is not what I actually planned. So I can see myself revisiting this, probably like at the fatal mistake ladder match if they make it there, or at completion battle royal, or at advantage points. But this was not supposed to be a long feud. That's what I know. So yeah, semi-event 100, of course. So important for storyline, I was supposed to write Mayhew wins, like cheats to win, because I turned him heel. So I'm just gonna say Mayhew cheated to win, because here in important for storyline it says Mayhew turned heel, and I don't think he turned heel. Like, I don't think he was heel when he basically when he unified the titles. I don't think he was here. I think he's been babyface all this time. But then I feel like with Porter Jordan, like instilling this thing where Mayhew doesn't deserve to be where he's at, because it might happen that AC Hybrid is giving him this run. Then after that they're gonna forget about him or something like that. So yeah, man, Mayhew turns heel because he believes that he's not good enough. Maybe he's not good enough, Maybe AC giving him this run is kind of like a thing where it's like, oh, these people pity me. They're giving me these accomplishments, or they're giving me these opportunities because they feel for me, So I'm gonna prove them that I've been on my game from day one. So I can see this going to fatal mistake. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it like a disqualification match. I don't think I'm ready for that, especially after the performances tonight. Nah. Main event 100, it delivered, which is something I like. I wrote the finish for this one. The finish for this one, Alex White tries to hit Brennan Judge with the reverse shoulder breaker, which is his finisher, but the executioner reverses it into a power driver. Jinpao, who was outside of the ring, comes in high risk with the Golden Day to Brennan Judge, which is basically like the flying Golden Days, his finisher, flying reverse. It's a reverse DDT, but here obviously like he's coming high risk and he's delivering it, like from top rope. So it's a flying reverse DDT. He goes for the pin. Oh, he hits Brennan Judge and goes to pin Alex White, who just got hit by a power drive. So this is good on Jinpao. Good match. I'm trying to make his run good. Like, it's crazy. I'm trying to make his run like memorable. That's what I'm trying to do. That's why like I'm having this. I'm having him in the same storyline as Alex White and Brennan Judge, and him retaining in this matchup is something big. But then he's also retaining because Brennan Judge and Alex White is a side feud. It's a feud that has never happened, but then now that it's happening, I'm capitalizing on it. So Brennan Judge and Alex White is not finished, you know, because we just saw Jinbao steal a win. So Brennan Judge is gonna be upset that Alex White and all that stuff. He's gonna be upset that all of that just happened. He's gonna let me just say Alex White is gonna be upset that Jinbao won because Brennan Judge hit him with a power drive or something like that. So that's what's going on here. That's what we're gonna stick with. That's what we're gonna stick with. We're gonna stick with Alex White not really losing to Brennan Judge or something like that. So yeah, it's gonna continue, and Jinbao retains. This is what I was excited about when I recorded this. Goya Tsukuda returns. Important for storyline. Tsukuda is out for the World Championship, and the timing is impeccable now that Jinbao is currently holding the biggest prize in ASC. I think the last time we saw Goya Tsukuda was at Best of the Best 2026. He was tagging with Mustafa Veisi. They took a short break, then, you know, now that this is the new year, Mustafa Veisi wants some singles gold, and Goya Tsukuda wants to be in the world title picture again, right? So his timing is impeccable because Jinbao is world champion. And I'm saying this because there was a time, I'm not sure when I said this, but then there was a time where I was like, when you're Alex White and all your OGs are out, Goya Tsukuda is going to be the top baby face of the company, and Jinbao is going to be the top heel of the company. And I've been sitting on that since. So it's going to happen. Like, we're going to have like a big feud that's going to like a first of many, let me just say that. The two have history because the two are the biggest stars of AEC because of Spencer Van Zandt. Goya Tsukuda was brought in the AEC universe under Van Zandt, and this was after Spencer replaced Adam Sawyer, who was the first member of the corporate ladder. So what I did not tell you guys that when the corporate ladder started, it was Adam Sawyer, Spencer Van Zandt, Mustafa Veisi, right? It was the three of them. They were a heel faction. But then it didn't like last long because Adam Sawyer wanted revenge. It made this all up so he can get like back at Spencer Van Zandt, because Spencer Van Zandt has been a problem. So yeah, Goya Tsukuda was introduced under the corporate ladder because Adam Sawyer turned on Spencer Van Zandt, and Spencer Van Zandt went outside of the company to find someone who's bigger than Adam Sawyer, someone who's like who could match Adam Sawyer in terms of like appeal, you know, presence. Like he was basically looking for someone who's gonna take Adam Sawyer's spot, and Goya Tsukuda was like the biggest name in Japan, so he brought in Goya Tsukuda, and that's where like the friendship between Mustafa Veisi and Goya Tsukuda started, because like I said, the corporate ladder started with Adam Sawyer, Spencer Van Zandt, and Mustafa Veisi. Adam Sawyer dipped, Goya Tsukuda got in, and we had Goya Tsukuda, Spencer Van Zandt, and Mustafa Veisi. That's where like that friendship actually started. So Goya Tsukuda like debuted in AEC under Van Zandt. He found success in the company after turning on Spencer Van Zandt, who still takes credit for where Goya Tsukuda is and having a legendary feud with the corporate ladder. So Spencer Van Zandt has bad luck. That's all I can tell you. He has bad luck because he started the corporate ladder with Adam Sawyer. Adam Sawyer dipped. He brought in Goya Tsukuda. Goya Tsukuda dipped. You know, Goya Tsukuda dipped and convinced Mustafa Veisi to dip also. So that's where Jinbao came in. That's where Jinbao and Azul Furia came in, because I think I'm gonna make a timeline about the corporate ladder, because I did say this before on the time capsule that Jinbao is under the corporate ladder because Spencer Van Zandt is trying to replace Mustafa Veisi and Goya Tsukuda. So yeah, that's that. They have history because Goya Tsukuda found success in AEC because of Spencer Van Zandt, and Jinbao instantly became a star after Van Zandt took him under the corporate ladder to replace Goya Tsukuda and Mustafa Veisi. So okay, why did I spell this wrong? There was a timeline where Jinbao was compared to Goya Tsukuda, and the AC universe believe that Jinbao is nowhere close to Godzilla. So this what we have here is a big feud, guys. It's a big feud, right? It's a big feud going on here. What you need to know is that the AC universe was right about Jinbao not being in the same level as Godzilla, because I think they only faced each other once, and that was in the first Atlas of the Universe finals where Godzilla picked up a win. So they have faced each other before, but then the focal point was, you know, who's the best in what you call, who's the best in the company, who's the best rising star. Yeah, the first Atlas of the Universe was focusing on who's the best rising star and accomplishment. It was not like a rooted tournament where it's like, you know, there's a lot of history. You know, it did not like their match did not put a spotlight on what they have in common. Let me just say that. So we might get Godzilla and Jinbao in the next match, in the next pay-per-view, and man, I'm excited. Jinbao shakes Godzilla's hand as a sign of respect. These two superstars are considered to be the biggest stars to come out of PGPX. I don't want to like have a thing where like they start fighting or whatsoever. This is just Jinbao acknowledging Godzilla and basically, you know, looking dead in the eye, as in like, damn it, this guy. So yeah, to be continued. Like, there's a big story here. Just looking at this two just like gets me hype. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, that's what we have here. 97. This felt like a normal shot, but it served its purpose, I guess. Okay, understood. So I think that's it. I think this was long. This took long. Love, misery, and agony.